My name's Scott Acord, and I'm here with a colleague, Karen Summers.
I'm in the Seattle area. I actually live in Bellevue, Washington.
So today, I know we want to talk a little bit about Christmas, but before we get to that, can you just tell me a little bit about you?
I am a mother of four grown children. My youngest just turned 40 and they go into their 50s, three girls and a boy. I have two granddaughters, one who graduated from Boston College, and they all live within 10 minutes of me, which has just been such a gift for me as a mother and a grandmother. So I see my kids and my grandkids. Been there for their graduation from kindergarten, their first day of kindergarten, their graduation from eighth grade. Family is really a big deal for me. I'm Chief Mission Officer for Providence Home and Community Care. I didn't even know what the mission was of Providence. I needed a work opportunity. But once I heard that mission and the values, and especially the story of the Sisters of Providence, they had me. And I had never looked at another employment ad since I came. I just thought, I can't believe I'm going to be able to live out my faith more deeply in my work. How many people get to do that?
Let's talk a little bit about your faith.
I grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Faith was really an important part of our family. My father taught at a Jesuit university and actually spent his whole career there. He was there 51 years when he retired from the University of Scranton. My mother was a faith-filled person. And so, I grew up in, I call it the black and white era of Catholicism, where this is what you're taught. You don't question it. There's none of this reflecting like the Jesuits have you reflect on, it was like, this is it. Don't even try to interpret it. This is what we're telling you it means. And that was okay for me. But it was a bit rigid and it was putting things in a box, and it just wasn't letting me open myself up to really understand what is the central message of the gospel. And that's where Sister Suzanne was really helpful with. Not only did she mentor me in my work, but she also mentored me spiritually. We're now very good friends. It opened up to me not being so tied into rules and really reflecting on what is the message of the gospel. And it is all about love. So that has changed my understanding of my faith. Whereas before it was more about, these are the rules, this is what you have to follow. So I feel like my faith has deepened since coming to Providence. And I've demonstrated that in my family now with having raised four kids and been involved with the raising of the grandkids. That's to me what is most important. In Seattle, there's a cathedral called St. James Cathedral, and they have a choir that could sing in the Vatican. It is so magnificent. So we do attend, as a family, we attend Mass Christmas Eve, which is usually a 4:00 Mass. I hope someday that the Mass ritual will speak to them as it does to me. But they do that for me at the holiday time. They do it for Mother's Day as well. So I so appreciate their doing that for me. And then we usually go out for our Christmas dinner. And then my children usually exchange their gifts and the grandkids amongst each other. So that happens in the evening. And then the next day they come over and they open all their Christmas gifts from their dad and me. And we do a big Christmas turkey dinner. They come over to help to cut up the celery, the onion, to put the stuffing together, set the table. That is so much a part of our tradition. And we always say grace. We don't necessarily say grace before every family meal, but certainly at the holidays we do.
What does that mean to you?
It's a reminder to not take this life we've been given for granted, and that it's time to pause for reflecting. It's acknowledging God for the gift of life, the gift of family. And then for Christmas, it's a reminder for us about the birth of Christ. It reminds me of Father Ryan had shared this homily. And at the end of it, he said, we do this every year. What does that mean for you? He said, are you feeling different? More importantly, are you being different? That has just always stayed with me. And so when I think about Christmas, it just makes me think about this gift of God's only Son to this world. And am I being different?
I find this type of thing to be a boost, a reminder to be better.
It is a good reminder. I think I'm blessed in being with Providence because you have that reminder every day when we live out our mission about being better.
Are you one to decorate a tree or the house?
Yeah. In fact, I was just speaking with my oldest sister. There were 5 girls in our family. We didn't see the tree. The tree was never even up before Christmas. We came down Christmas morning and the Christmas tree was all decorated. So not only did my father have to put up the tree, decorate the tree, and then put all the toys together for these 5 girls, they probably literally had just gotten to bed when we were all getting up. But in my family, we do decorate the tree. Probably do it next weekend. And I think the kids will be home from school. I have to feed these folks when they come to my house. They love food. And we don't turn the lights on until the very end. And then we turn it on, we all sit there and look at it. It is a beautiful tradition that we have. So.
And does everybody help decorating the tree?
Oh, yes. And there are some ornaments we have, even my oldest, who's 53, she has ornaments that she painted, wooden ornaments with my youngest sister. She's 53, so she probably did this when she was like 8. So we have all the ornaments related to the kids that they either made, colored, painted, whatever, and they all go up on the tree. We love doing that.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your story about your work and about your faith and Christmas traditions that you and your family have. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Scott. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you. I appreciate that.